I'd like to start this album review off by saying two things. Screw UKF, and the second, don't ever buy Piccolos from Sonic. I have a guest with me to review the album Alien Weaponry by Chrispy. He's been called the dubstep guru.
Well, you don't realize that you said I have a guest with me, and you were like, Alien Weaponry by Chrispy.
My guest is going to help me review Alien Weaponry by Chrispy if he's not completely
Oh,
in
I
it.
thought...
Okay.
We should probably restart.
Alien Weaponry by Chrispy. Great album. I absolutely love it. First song was Open. Absolute masterpiece. This album's available on iTunes, and it's also been released on Chrispy's SoundCloud. Open is just a typical filthy Chrispy drop. I love the vocals. It's not too much, it's not too little, and I'm gonna eat some Piccolos while Riley tells you about the rest of the song.
Do I need to review Open?
Yeah, review Open.
Okay, well, the first thing I noticed about Open was that it wasn't Cinema by Skill Rex, therefore making it not that good with most people who like bro step. And this isn't bro step, by the way. I don't want to bash it too much, but this album's definitely not bro step.
This is for the hardcore, long-term dubstep fans that like the womp.
I mean, it's crispy, it's typical, really low, heavy drop on Open. Remains constant throughout the song. There's not really like any upbeat, and the female vocals were done really well. Like, they weren't too choppy, they weren't overplayed, they were in like the right, like, it just made the song go together really nicely.
Second song, Pixel.
Piccolos.
These Piccolos are terrible.
I know, dude.
Second song was Alien Weaponry, the title track. It was good, it was solid, there were no vocals except for, like one line, but there were no actual vocals. I enjoyed it, there was a lot of wobble. It was a thorough comp. There was a solid Chrispy song, what you would expect. What'd you think, Riley?
It had a really good, like, sci-fi vibe throughout the song. I mean, I can say heavy drop, but that kind of goes without saying. I mean, it is crispy, and I don't know. I remember, like, there's a part of the song where it's, like, all systems ready, and I thought that was a really nice touch whenever they added that in.
Yeah, that was the one lyric that I was looking for. What was the next song, Riley?
The next song is Don't Let Go.
I was a fan of Don't Let Go. There wasn't really a bad song on any of this album. I really like Don't Let Go. I mean, I could say it 100 times until I die. Chrispy is just filthy, brutal, great dubstep. The drops are heavy, he's consistent, he's just fun to listen to. What do you think about Don't Let Go, Riley?
Especially filthy. I have that written here. Filthy enough. Can't that as a joke, though. I mean, it's just, it reminds me of, I mean, like, it doesn't really necessarily remind me of Open, like, female vocal-wise, it's just like Open, like, it's just really good. Like, Chrispy has a really good way of, like, not making it too chopped up, not making it too over-exaggerated, but, like, keeping it at a good level to where, like, it really mixes well with the song. And, the second drop where it gets really fast and heavy is really, really just terrific. And the next song is, She Like That.
If you're a long-term dubstep fan, this is a classic for you. She Like That is one of my favorite dubstep songs of all time. It's really heavy, it's perfect, I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, what can be said about She Like That? It's one of the only dubstep songs that has perfect rap in it. It's just terrific.
The rap is much better than Culprit Finger. I'll say that, but the rap's like the greatest rap in any dubstep song. It's even better than a Saf beat in a Saf board crap. It's better than a Saf board. It's like, you know, like I said, best rap going up in a song. Just really good build up, and it just got a really good build up to the drop, and then the tempo itself, like the overall just sound of the song's great.
At this point, I realized I was listening to what very well could have been one of the best albums ever made in any genre. And that's not an exaggeration by any means. Because there's no songs that really bother you. They're like, wow, this sucks, I need to forward through this. They're all solid, but none of them are too long and ponderous. and they're all really filthy, which you would expect from Chrispy. And they're similar and they sound good, but not to the point where they all sound the same. What's next?
The next song's Predator VIP, which
Oh my god.
I'll go into after you said that. I'll go into this one. It's Predator the original was like one of my probably all-time favorite songs. This just blows it out of the water. Like it's just way heavier, a lot more faster. Like because of how like low the bass is, and like how heavy and I think I've said this before. I'm like not on the review, but this is like it's kind of what dubstep should be heading into, like the Skrillex theme stuff. Like I'm not hating against Skrillex, but like can anybody say Right on Time's a good song? No, I can't.
I mean, the thing about this is the Skrillex is more, I guess, dance-ish and more kind of mainstream focused, whereas this is just if you're a long-term dubstep fan, this is definitely targeted towards you. Chrispy didn't sell out one bit. He stuck to his roots. He did exactly what he should have done, and he produced hardcore, heavy bassline, filthy music. Hitler's KD filthy.
Yes.
What's next? I mean, Predator. That
Face
song.
of the Devil.
Face of the Devil.
That's the last one.
But as for Predator, which was the 6th song, I believe, Predator was one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
And the remix just made it even better. Like the VIP, like the original Predator, I love, but the VIP was just amazing.
And the last song is Face of the Devil.
Now, if I could say something about Face of the Devil, it would be that it's better than almost anything that comes out right now, and it was my least favorite song on the track, if that tells you anything. It was typical, like, heavy bass line. There's not a weak song on this album. That's the great thing about it. It's just perfect. And although Face of the Devil was my least favorite, I still it's great. It wasn't a bad song by any means. It was just the least terrific. What'd you think, Riley?
Probably literally exactly what you said. That's what I was pretty much going on. Like, it's a good song. I probably would not probably wouldn't listen to it like by itself, but it's still like
it goes well with the album.
Yeah,
it flows.
Like it fits Chrispy style really well. That's better than. I mean, yeah, it was really good.
If you're a hardcore dubstep fan and you like dubstep and you like the heavy stuff, not so much the maybe where you could argue where dubstep is going right now, this is for you. This album, saying this is such a brash statement, and this might be a very quick decision, but I think it's true. This is the master of puppets of dubstep, and if you're a heavy metal fan, you know what that means. This is that one landmark album that says, 100% of this is what you're looking for. This is all heavy, there's no frills. If you're a hardcore dubstep fan, this is what's for you. It's Chrispy, it's Alien Weaponry, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Chrispy-Alien Weaponry. And, it's just amazing. I mean, it's so good. It's available on iTunes. It's on Chrispy's SoundCloud. It's not on YouTube by Chrispy. You could probably find it though. But if you don't mind using the iTunes, people do buy stuff from iTunes. Get the whole album. Don't buy, I like this song. No, get the whole album. It's that good. I'm giving it an A+. Riley?
I'm giving it an A+ too. It's just overall really good. I haven't listened to it that much just because I always try to find new people and stuff, and I haven't listened to Chrispy in a while. But listening to him at his old roots, it's just really good. And Chrispy still he's kept with it. What he produces is still really good, and it's more of the way dubstep was it originally started getting popular. And I guess on my closing statement, our next review will be Bro Steppin' Stuff by Skrillmouse.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is once again, a masterpiece and should be picked up. If you're a classic heavy dubstep song, this one's for you. It's been Wiley, Phil Steppen, and the dubstep guru, Riley. Riley with an R. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay review, and I'm out.